Hey now, what's going on? Good evening, everyone. It is me. If I cough, it's because I have a nasty cough and there's nothing I can do about it. But so goes life. And if you hear the laundry machine going in the back, that's because I am on my last load of laundry before my wife returns home from being out of the country for 2.5 weeks. I just want to say quickly, I guess maybe this is the place to say it, where you know, I've had my kids alone for 3 weeks in the past. They were younger. School was out. One of them wasn't in school. One of them was doing like a day camp type thing. That was stressful, but there was I mean, this was rough. This was really hard. It was really challenging. I was just, it's just everything. And what I mean to say, what I mean to say when I say this is basically the one thing that continuously poured through my mind over these last 2.5 weeks as I, made sure both kids were ready for school, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, dressed, baths, entertainment, playing with them, making sure they brush their teeth, reading them books at night, singing them songs, breaking them up when they fight with each other and yell and scream at each other, helping them with the remote control if they want to watch something on TV. They need a snack. They just like everything that encompasses being a parent. Uh, and the one thing I thought about are all the single moms and dads and guardians and just anybody who is on their own with one kid or multiple kids who's working full time. That's who was in my thoughts these last 2.5 weeks. And just thinking about and sometimes those people, like myself, my mom and dad live close by. They love seeing their grandkids. Every once in a while, it's like, hey, kids, go F off to grandmother and grandfather's house. That's great. I can sneak out to a movie, stuff like that. Go to the Alamo Draft House. There are some there's some mothers and fathers and guardians and whatever the situation, that they don't have anybody. And they got to work 40 hours a week or more. And they got to do all that other stuff I just mentioned. And you got to do the laundry, do the dishes, make sure the house is clean, all of that stuff. And I just thought in my head, and I just thought, man, where is the national holiday for single parents and guardians who deserve such veneration for the selfless and hard sacrifice that they do for the sake of their little ones, or whatever wards, whatever there's many different varieties. The point is that I was thinking, I felt a sense of gratitude because I was way in over my head, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I this was temporary, and that I was thinking about, what if this was not temporary, and just that there are just some people who do this all the time, and it is tough, dude. It is really tough, and that those are the real heroes. Those are heroes. I don't know. I don't know what made me think of that. I just have such, what, I guess bottom line, and I'll shut up about it. I just have an immeasurable respect for people who do that 24/7. And I guess you could talk about not healthcare, childcare is a whole issue that we have in our country that's backwards. Frankly, it's backwards, but whatever. That's okay. Let's move on to more pleasant. No, we spent some great quality time together. I'm glad mom is coming home though. I'm glad the kids need their mama bear too. um Before we launch into some other stuff, tonight is night of the Frumess, which means we talk about anything here. There's no set topics. I'll tell you what's coming up. I'm traveling. I'm going to be out of state starting tomorrow. And no, you know what, Biz, I'm really not. That's nice of you to say. I'm not a thoughtful person. I just, I was put into a situation which maybe brought me a state of humility, or I don't know, brought me to, sorry, not humility, empathy. It just brought me a sense of empathy where I did not have any previously. We got riot stickers in the house. The bomb diggity do. Dagger wants to talk about the Misfits. Dagger, we're going to be talking about the Misfits tomorrow night. Save it for tomorrow, Dagger. We're going to be talking all about Walk Among Us tomorrow night. We have a Walk Among Us themed show. I'm very excited for it. And then I literally fly out to Colorado right after that. It's crazy. So wife goes from being out of the country to in the country and then flying again. For Passover, Pesach, Chag Sameach. Passover is our thing. Here we go. Perfect example. Angus talking about single for 16 years, hard work. And I salute you, Angus. I salute you, buddy. Truly. It is hard work, man. It friggin' is. Haven't had a moment to myself. It makes me, I feel such empathy for single parents. I really do. We need better systems in place where, I don't know, just there needs to be more programs or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to stop now. I'm going to moving on. So we have a Walk Among Us themed show tomorrow. As I said, we have Leaving of Fear is going to be on Pizza Punk when I get a chance to prepare the episode for said show. We have Voice of Doom is going to be on the show. We just had Kevin Von Spur, aka Kevin 45, who was talking about the life and slimes of Dookie Flyswatter. They're running a crowdsourcing campaign. Check that out. Kevin is a good friend, and I'm very, very stoked for him and his project, and I really wish them the best. I think he has something really special there. So look into that. You don't know what I'm talking about? Go listen to the Kevin Von Spur, the Kevin 45 episode. The last episode we did of Pizza Punk is what I'm trying to say. We got Steve Connie of the New York Dolls. He is also, his episode is in the can once again. Sound needs a little bit of work. Have to get around to that. I've been clipping up episodes like crazy. If you are a Patreon, I am working on 3 Patreon videos at the exact same time of Patreon related content. If you are a YouTube casualty or higher. So keep your eyes peeled for those little nuggets to be dropping. Here's a big yes. Okay. Riot Stickers seems to be stoked about that. Yes. Steve Conti. Didn't I tell you that I did that? Sharpie? I could have sworn I did. I guess I did not. Yes, they do. Empathy and Biz, you're right. Empathy and thoughtfulness do go hand in hand. You're right. Those latest stickers, Toxic Swamp. Not Toxic Swamp. Friggin' John of Doom. This is John of Doom. I always forget. He's using his different YouTube name. I always forget that. Those latest stickers are in the blood of the one that we showed on the last episode, guys. Check it out. We did a whole showcase of those stickers, which one of which is on that filing cabinet right over there. Those are from Riot Stickers, and I could instantaneously tell. Steve is amazing. Steve Conti of the New York Dolls. Awesome dude. New solo album is amazing. You guys should all check it out. Had a wonderful conversation. He told some great New York Dolls stories, some Sylvain stories, some great stories all around from Steve Conti. He rules. He truly, truly rules. Big fan. What was I just saying about something else? Oh yeah. So just a lot of Patreon content, guys. Oh, another big news for the Patreon. So over, first of all, I want to, again, we don't thank the Patreons enough on this channel. Thank you all the Patreons for supporting the channel and the content and the all the artistic projects. Everything goes into the fund, I guess you would call it, the fund for these things. It's been really frustrating. Yes, John, I just mentioned that actually, that VOD will be on Pizza Punk soon. I believe Wednesday the 20th, tentatively. That is the schedule. Robbie asked, when does Billy Shears episode drop? For any of you guys know who Billy Shears is? You guys even know who Billy Shears is? I don't know. I don't freaking know. No, if you are on the Patreon and you've been incredibly frustrated with Vimeo, have no fear. I have done away with Vimeo. I have spoken to several people now, several Patreons. have reached out to me in various different ways, sometimes on Patreon, sometimes in a variety of ways. And they've all basically said unanimously the same thing. I prefer YouTube. YouTube is the place. And it's double the work, or it was sort of double the work. But I think I figured out the best way to do Patreon through YouTube now. So if you are on YouTube, if you are Patreon and you prefer YouTube as your listening method, that is squared away now. You will have ad-free Patreonage. That's it. That's what it is. Moving on. Okay. We recommend music here all the time. We champion Robbie Bledgett. We talk about Voice of Doom. We talk about who else? We talked about the Dahmers one time. Well, I have some great news for you. One of my friggin' favorite effing bands is touring right now. They're touring the United States. They are, I don't even know how to describe these guys, but they are the best. They're called the King Kong and the Barbecue Show. They kind of come from the garage rock, garage punk revival scene of the 90s. They were in a band called the Space SHITS's. And then they formed a band called the King Kong and the Barbecue Show. It's just two guys. One of them, they both play guitars. One of them does lead guitar, and the other one does like a rhythm guitar, and he also plays the drums with his feet. And they are one of my loves. They're one of my loves. I've been fortunate enough to see King Kong and the Barbecue Show twice now live, and I will be catching them again in Brooklyn. It's been a very long time since I've seen. We did that VFW show, and I went to Dingbats for Steve Zing. He had his festival. Those are the only live shows I've seen. I have not gone to any other live shows. This is going to be, I'm an avid goer of live shows. At least I try to be. I only have so much finite time, but I try to go when I can. And King Kong is not something I want to miss. So check it out. Look, King Kong and the Barbecue Show. Listen to them. They're, I would say, what do they sound like? Garage punk by way of dirty doo-wop. What does that mean? It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, bow, wow, wow, baby, wow. Yeah. Bow, 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 baby, wow. Yeah. Ooh. Something like that. And they are just so they're sublime. They are sublime. And as you can see right here, they are just weird. They're so weird with their various getups. That's King Kong of King Kong and the Shrines, and that's Barbecue right there, Mark Sultan, the Barbecue Man. And I've been in love with these guys for almost 10 years now, and I see, I try and check them out. Check out their albums. They have 4 albums out. Invisible Girls is, I think, the most accessible one, and they are just phenomenal. I see Robbie said, it's true. They just blew up on TikTok. I was talking to Mark about this today, the barbecue of the King Kong and Barbecue Show. I was messaging with him, and they're not happy about it. They're really pissed off. Love You So is a great track. Check out I'll Be Loving You. Baby, I can't sing it. I'm not even gonna try. Baby, I'm so in love with you. Why do you drive me crazy? Make me feel blue. It's so, I'll be loving you. I'll be loving you. I'll be loving you. That's why I turn so blue. I know you don't do. I'll be loving. And they just, like I said, doing guitars. He's playing drums with his feet. So he has like this snare and a bass drum, and he's just going very simple beats, kind of like Hassel-Atkins. It's great. When is Zombina and the Skeletons finally going to come here? They almost did 10 years ago. There was an Indiegogo set up by I guess he's now considered to be a disgraced promoter within the horror punk community. He used to put on a show called The Ghouls Night Out, and there was an active campaign to get Zombina and the Skeletons to the Ghouls Night Out festival. And it didn't happen. It was not in the cards. I hope someday they get over here. Big fans of Zombie and the Skeletons. Currently kind of working on something with them. We'll see what comes of that. Well, hopefully. I know John of Doom knows what I'm talking about. I know Robbie Bledgett knows what I'm talking about. We'll see. We'll see what happens. King Kong, he's the best, man. He is the best. Yeah, I mean, friggin' Voice of Doom. Like, I don't know. Like, they need to, the problem is, it's like, what they really need is you just got to bring, if I don't think they have a full lineup right now, or like a functioning lineup. The nucleus is always Doc and Zombina since 1998. And if that's the case, if they don't have a functioning lineup, then you fly over Doc and Zombina or whoever, a promoter or somebody, and then they have an American band and they tour around. I told them straight up, I was like, look, you need help with like driving, like, you need someone to like pick you up at the airport. I will fucking be there, dude. Like, I will pick you up from the airport and take you to where you need to go. Like, anything to support them coming over here, because it's so hard, man. As someone who's been over there and been at the mercy of others' hospitality, like the idea of getting to pay that forward to a band that I love and appreciate so much, I would do that. I would definitely do that. Robbie says that he's referring to King Kong and the Barbecue Show. They could easily be mistaken for the 50s sometimes. Of course, that's what I mean by that dirty doo-wop. And if you like that, then you should check out the Frights. Their first record, the self-titled record, is also very dirty doo-wop. Check out C+C. Oh God, I think it's called C+C. Do 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 do. It's really great, really great. Yeah, dude. King Kong and the Barbecue Show. Yeah, but Kong is not spelled that way. Kong is spelled Kahn. That's like the other side of me. We talk a lot here about like punk and misfits, and we talk about horror punk. We just talk about a lot of different music. A facet of myself and stuff that I like. I never get to talk about the garage revival punk, whatever you want to call it, scene that happened out in LA, on the West Coast, partially because of what happened tragically with Burger Records. And if you don't know what happened to Burger Records, go look it up. One of my favorite bands was destroyed themselves, I should say, for doing unforgivable things, and just really, really, really upsetting. That's dumb. Pissed you got a popular song. Listen, they feel very strongly. I don't know, man. They're not happy. They're not making any money. I mean, their songs have been played 1.5 million times or something. They're not happy. They haven't made any money on it. I don't know if they're like trying to like leverage, if they're leveraging it properly, or they know how to access it, or it might not even be about money. It might be about something else, but they're not happy about it at all. It's not Punk meets Stray Cats at all. Stray Cats are so far off from what King Kong and the Barbecue Show is. All I could say is everybody go check out King Kong and the Barbecue Show on Spotify. Go check them out. They're touring across the country. They're originally from Canada, and they're playing Brooklyn Made. So if you're in New York, September 10th, check them out at the Brooklyn Made. I'm absolutely planning to go. Hopefully. I have not put it on my calendar yet. I have to make sure that I can go. But if I can go, I will freaking be there. I will be there. Okay. What is our next item of business? I've been talking about this one a lot. I am hosting a Mad Max drive-in movie-thon that is coming up, and I'm very excited about it because Vernon Wells, if you are a fan of Mad Max the way I'm a fan of Mad Max, then you know who Vernon Wells is. He's Wes. He is Wes the Warrior right here. And I'm going to be conducting the Q&As with him. At least one. I don't know if I'm doing both or just one. I don't know what the deal is. It was never made aware to me. But this is happening at the Mahoning Drive-In Theater in Pennsylvania. This is Joe Bob Briggs. If you're a fan of Joe Bob Briggs, this is where he does the last drive-in and all his programming and stuff. That they do a lot of events. I've actually never been out there, and I'm finally coming out there to see these films on the big screen for the first time. I'm so stoked about it. And I'm very excited to be conducting the Q&A with Wes from that, and a little more info about it. They have done this once before. It's called It's a Mad World. It's a Mad Max weekend returns to the Mahoning Drive-In Theater. We're gathering to praise all 4 Mad Max films over 2 nights, roaring across our massive outdoor screens in glorious 35 millimeter. That's going to be at 35 millimeter. You will feel like you're in Valhalla with cosplayers, wasteland vehicles, nightly costume contests, and the Mohawk maniac Wes himself, Vernon Wells, live in person. So fill your tanks with gasoline and get ready for 2 explosive nights of fury that put you into the action. And then it mentions the Q&A with Vernon for both nights between films. So I'm going to be they're putting me up in a room or something. I'm going to be there both nights. So I guess I'm doing the Q&A both. Which allows early access with Vernon Wells and an exact replica of Wes's motorcycle from Mad Max to the Road Warrior. VIP ticket holders will also be able to pose with screen accurate replica props. And those come from Tank, who's been on the show. We were doing the Grim, Grim Tales with taking us through his time with the Misfits. He's Misfits tour manager for many, many years. He is also an avid Mad Max aficionado, goes out to the Wasteland Weekend. As a matter of fact, a lot of people have mistaken him for the Lord Humongous himself. There's going to be an autograph, table photos. That's happening Friday, May 20th and Saturday, May 21st. And they're showing all 4 films, Mad Max, The Road Warrior, and then Saturday is Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome and Mad Max Fury Road. There's also going to be themed eats, limited edition merch, vendors, live DJ, photo ops, and more. So check that out. General admission is $10 per person, and general plus overnight is $20 per person. There will be an early access gate from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Guests who purchase the VIP photo club op experience must arrive by 5 p.m. for their photo. Ops are limited. Guests can line up right away, but op hours will be between 4:30 and 5:45 p.m. to allow fans time to park and set up. Very excited for this. And here are your tickets. Here are your tickets for this event. Please consider going. If you've never seen these films, there's no better way to watch these films, I personally think, than to see them on the big screen like that. I don't think I've only seen The Road Warrior on the big screen, and I've seen Fury Road. I've never seen Thunderdome or the original Mad Max on the big screen. So the tickets are in there. Moving on next. So we're running a contest. I guess this is our sponsor. This is our sponsor segment here with riotstickers.com. Riot Stickers, we are the bomb. Why not just let's let the video do the talking. We have a new video from our sponsor, Sharpie Riot himself, riotstickers.com, because this channel is powered by Riot Stickers. As you can see right behind me, they made that beautiful, gorgeous banner hanging up. Here, let's take a look real quick at the 60-second video. I'm going to play that for you right now before we further discuss the content.
Hi, I'm a guy from riotstickers.com, the merch company known for being the bomb. Do you hate going to work,
but like getting paid?
Do you hate snow,
but want to make sweet, sweet love to a snowman?
That was unexpected. All right, what about this? Do you hate paying for stuff, but like having custom t-shirts? You are in luck. We can't help with the snowman thing. That's probably going to take a therapist, but riotstickers.com is giving you a chance to win a free order of custom shirts. And entering is easier than
making sweet, sweet
Get her out of here. All you have to do is simply go to riotstickers.com/win and enter your name and email address. Riot Stickers will have a random drawing to pick a winner. So head to riotstickers.com/win for your chance to win free custom shirts. And be sure to check out other custom merch while you're there, because it is the bomb.
Riotstickers.com. Riot Stickers, we are the bomb. Riot
Riot Stickers, we are the bomb.
Hey now. So, let's talk a little bit about the contest here. There's a free contest going on, as you just heard. Sharpie Riot depict in the thing, and we have the link to the contest. It's free to enter this contest, free to sign up, okay? And you're going to get custom printed t-shirts. We're going to do an online drawing, and it's going to be on this YouTube channel on Wednesday, June 1st, 2022. Time is to be announced. And basically, this is the way it's going to work. Your chance to win free shirts. Submit your name and your email for a chance to win. Win 20 black shirts with one colored ink on the front, 5 each of small, medium, large, and XL. Same design on all shirts. Free shipping in the continental United States. So shipping is included if you're in the continental United States. Shipping charges apply outside of the continental US. Only one entry per person. Contest entries start immediately, and contest entries close on Sunday, May 29th, 2022 at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hold on, wait, I lost my place. Yeah, check out the Facebook page for extra chances to win. You can click there, and all the little rules. Here's the link to the contest. There you go. It's basically just riotstickers.com/win. Okay. That's all you got to do. In order to enter. And then the other thing too is, here's what's really crazy. Oh boy, we got a ginormous care package from riotstickers.com. Sharpie Riot himself. Look at this box. It's got some heft to it. I have no idea what's in here. I had no idea. This just showed up at my house. And I'll tell you something. There's nothing better than just getting a surprise package in the mail. That happens all the time. Shout out to the VOW guys, Voice of Doom guys. They're always sending me various releases and things to for the channel, to show on the channel, and just to enjoy and to have and enjoy their wonderful stuff that they put out. And it's just nice to get stuff in the mail. So I got something from Riot Stickers. If right here, as you can see. So we're going to open this box real quick. Let's open it up. And obviously this is a podcast too. So guys, I got this big box in front of me. I'm going to take a moment to go off mic and open it up, speak as loudly as I can. I hope I'm not too. Here we go. What's in the box? I always love saying that. What's in the box? Let's see here. Oh man. Sharpie doesn't spare any expense either. He puts stickers right on the packaging saying need stickers. He's advertising even to the people that are shipping these boxes. As they say, always be plugging, right? All right, here we go. The box is open. What could be inside? Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Wowzers. Okay, first of all, we got just tons of stickers in here. Look at this. We got Riot stickers, need stickers. We got the bomb stickers. We got, oh, these are postcards. You got some postcards. Great stuff. Look at this. Here's, oh man, oh, is that my favorite thing in the world? Sharpie, this is the coolest. Look at this Riot sticker. That is gorgeous. It's like, what's it called? It's like a rat think, but with Itchy and Scratchy, Scratchy, Itchy, whatever his name is. Oh, is that just my favorite thing in the world? Oh, and I have more of them. Look at this. I got 3 of them. I know just where these are going to go. Wow. Oh, and then here's one more sticker. These are what's known in the industry as a die cut sticker. Look at that. And just so you know, we still have a promotion that's still going. you can get 50 stickers, 3-inch by 3-inch. The link is still good, I believe, for the time. So you use the promo code Frumess for 50% off on those. And I just realized we have not been, writing the right ticker tape because we never changed it over from our previous episode. Well, Lottie freaking da, Jeff. Lottie freaking da. I was in such a rush. Here we go. That's what you need. Enter it. RiotStickersToWin.com. So it's RiotStickers.com/win. Let's take a look at these shirts now. Hold on. Oh my Lord. Whoa. Yo, check this out. Okay, this first one, he just sent me like a shit ton of shirts. Look at this. Can you see this? It's like a cat. I don't know what this is, but it's awesome. It's like a cat. It says, "Call it a night. It was definitely time to call it a night." And it's just a cat with some bottles. That's just riotstickers.com, I guess. That is beautiful. Man, I gotta tell you, the quality, it's so soft. Oh man, this is phenomenal. I love it. I love the quality here. Okay. That's one shirt. Then we have another shirt here. Ah. Look what fell out. We've got some. He never stops. Look at this. We have some magnets. We have a bottle opener. This is a What? Look, it's Frumess. It's a Frumess bottle opener. And look, it's a Frumess magnet. Isn't that cool? I love it. Oh my God, do I love those. Thank you. Wow. This is like friggin' Hanukkah and Christmas all wrapped up into one. Okay, so up next we have, look at this. I'm just going to be rocking these in general. Let's oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. First of all, let's just throw one of these bad boys on right now. Oh yeah. Gotta rep the sponsored merch. Check this out. Woo! Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm loving it. I am loving it. All right. What else we got here? Let's see what else is in the shirt, in this cadre of shirts. Yes, it's still good. Thank you so much for this beautiful care package. Hold on. Let's see what. Oh my God. No. Yo, check this out, baby. Frumess. It says Frumess on it. What? Oh, it's long. Oh, it's long ways. I was like trying to figure that out. Look at that. There we go. Look, it's got the skulls. I love this. So this one has the skulls on it. Beautiful. I love that it's a long design. This is so cool. Look at this. So instead of going front ways, it goes vertically. How awesome is that? That is friggin' sick, dude. We got we got some buttons here. Man, what a fucking care package. Look at this shit. Oh my God, that's going on my hat. Look at that. Frumess buttons, baby. Gorgeous, gorgeous buttons. Gorgeous buttons. I love it. I love it. Friggin' now I can represent. So we have those. Okay, hold on. We're not done here. We just have a ton of t-shirts. Look at this. I love it. I freaking love it, man. And as you can see, now look, when you get your shirt, when you send away for your shirts, see how it's one color, but see how he did it? He did it in a way. It's kind of like white. It's just white, but he did it in a way where you still get some 3D sort of feel. to it. Here, let me just hide this for a minute. It's very great. Wow. Let's see if we're more button. More buttons. Let's see what else. Oh my goodness. What a treasure. And lastly, just a ton more stickers. Thank you. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Fantastic. RiotStickers.com. Riot Stickers. We're the bomb. Yes, better than being a kid in a candy shop. I agree. I really, truly the bomb. Really, truly the bomb. Okay, moving on though. That was fantastic. That was such a lovely surprise. I love my new bomb shirt that I'm currently wearing at the moment, as you can see right here. I got to figure out how to attach some of those maggots. Let's move on though. Let us move on. So up next, I want to talk about who watches TV. Who is a big fan of TV like I am? I love TV. I watch too much of it. Speaking of Zombina and the Skeletones, one of my favorite Zombina and the Skeletones songs is My TV. Good morning, my TV. You're the only one who appreciates me. Da, 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 do, ah. Da, na, 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 na. You and me, you and me, you and me, my TV. That was my alarm clock. That's how I woke up every morning for years. I would wake up to that song. Yeah, I just love TV. And I consume series voraciously when I can, when I have the time. I'm very excited for the final season of Better Call Saul. If you have not seen Better Call Saul up until the final season, big time spoilers. Plug up your ears. I mean, it's not super spoilers because I think it's been all over, social media and whatnot. But Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul are going to be guest starring in the final season of Better Call Saul. That is incredibly exciting. Check this out. Check this out right here. Oh man. I mean, we finally reached that point in the timeline. We have invested the last 5 seasons in this moment where we're probably like, what are we going to see? I'm guessing that we'll probably see all sorts of little hidden moments that are in the original, that are missing from the original Breaking Bad show. You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. So that's pretty, I'm pretty excited about that. Be pretty friggin' spectacular. We haven't seen the last of Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. Better Call Saul co-creator Peter Gold has officially confirmed that Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul will guest star in the final season of Breaking Bad spinoffs. Now, when they say guest star, I mean, I'm assuming it's not just a cameo. They might be on the show reoccurring guest stars. I would hope so. Ben can't wait for this season. And Alberto says, how is that going to work? It's going to work very easily. We've gotten to that point. In the show now where we can now get a little bit of bleed through crossover. It would have been such a stretch if they had given us either Aaron Paul or Bryan Cranston so early in Breaking Bad. It just would have felt too on the nose. But now that Jimmy McGill has gone full Saul. Speaking of Saul, look at that guy. Hey, and thank goodness Bob Odenkirk, national treasure Bob Odenkirk, is okay. He had a heart attack. But he's okay. How's it going to work? I think it's going to work great. Yeah, look, Ben said the same thing. He is a national treasure. Yes, exactly. Pretty great. It's going to be pretty great. I am just stoked for the season. I can't decide if I'm going to watch the first episode right off the bat, or if I'm going to savor them and just, if I'm going to wait until the whole thing. I don't think I can. I think it's going to be too spoilery, and we're going to want to continuously. We're definitely going to be doing a Better Call Saul show on the show. So keep your eyes peeled for that. They say, I don't want to spoil things for the audience, but I will say the first question we had when we started the show was, are we going to see Walt and Jesse on the show? Instead of evading, I'll just say, yeah, Gold said on the panel. How or the circumstances or anything, you'll just have to discover that for yourself. But I have to say, it's one of the many things that I think you'll discover this season. And, what's great? You know what's great too? It's just like in the El Camino sort of like epilogue we get for Jesse, we do get we get a Bryan Cranston cameo, and it just feels pigeonholed in there. Like it feels obligatory and forced, and I feel like we just don't. Walter White looms so large after the events of Breaking Bad that you don't need to insert a cameo in there. But in this, it's the opposite. This is just like, this is going to be delicious. And what's funny is that sometimes in Better Call Saul runs concurrently with the events of Breaking Bad for like certain episodes, certain scenes or whatever. So you'd imagine that maybe Bryan Cranston and Jesse and Aaron Paul are going to pop in there. So I'm very excited. Very, very, very excited. That's going to be great. Moving on. Okay, this is interesting. If you're in a band, you might find this interesting. If you are a musician, you might find this interesting. I've actually heard some negative things about this band. I don't know if they're true or not. Unsubstantiated rumors as to why they're doing this in the first place. But I really, really, really love this idea. It's getting harder and harder to be an independent band and tour. Speaking of which, Robbie Bledgett, friend of the show, Robbie Bledgett, he's preparing to go out on a tour. He's got some crazy routing on that tour. I saw those distances. I mean, it's going to be hard, not going to be easy. But for guys like Robbie, it is challenging to tour. It's challenging to book tours. It's challenging just because it's just hard. The infrastructure is not there, even for bigger bands, like, big headlining mainstream bands. Like, it's hard. Touring is hard. So it's even harder for the more independent bands. This band, they're called Hemorrhage, right? And they're in San Francisco. And what they did was they basically took a bus here. I'm just going to show you let me show you what's going on here real quick. Look at this. I think we're going to just finish the show just about an hour, which would be really great. All right, check this out. This is from a metal band tours by crashing tourist destinations in a custom bus. So they basically kind of like a food truck, except for music, right? It's like a music food truck. And they're in a custom bus. A San Francisco Bay Area band is redefining what it means to tour. Instead of just playing clubs, crossover punk metal act Hemorrhage got themselves a bus to crash tourist destinations and metal shows with surprise performances. Now, I heard elsewhere that what they're doing is they're looking for shows that come through their area where they think the fans of those bands will be fans of their own music as well. So they're basically crashing the parking lots of these. They're hanging out outside of the show. The show finishes out and then they put on their show. So there's no like set time for them to go on. They just kind of wait around and they gravitate. They're kind of like, in a way, one might think it's kind of like bottom feeding, but someone else might say, hey, that is really pragmatic. The article asks, by the way, this article was written by, who wrote this article? This is by Graham Hartman, published on January 11th, 2022. So this is actually an old article. Is it genius or madness? Either way, Hemorrhage have taken their bus from San Francisco to Oakland to Santa Cruz, jamming wherever they can get a jolt of electricity. In 2021 alone, they played in the Oracle Arena parking lot before a Korn and a System of a Down show, outside of the Fox Theater for Mastodon and Opeth fans, and outside of the Chase Center before Metallica concerts, and plenty of other spots where metal fans were gathered. So it's genius. The fans are there to see the bands that they want. And then you're getting like a closer or an opener of unsolicited closer or opener that's giving you music that you potentially might love or not love, depending on the situation. So here's what it looks like. This is, I don't want to play the music per se. Let me turn this down or off. Let's see. I just muted this. Let's take a look. Taking full advantage of their bus, Hemorrhage, here, let's mute that real quick. There we go. It's muted. So these are the guys. They're playing a block party, but look, check it out. There's their band. It's like a handicap accessible van where they like, there's like a little platform that pops out where a wheelchair would go. I mean, this is the ingenuity. They've got merch set up right there. I mean, they play the show. Their PA, their amps, everything is on the bus. All they got to do is just open the windows and just play to people. It is ingenious. It is ingenious. And they post the tour dates are just locations, nothing more. Look at that. They have all their amps, they have all their drums. It's just, this is set, and then they just drive away. Setup is minimal. It just really makes a lot of sense. Now, I've heard alleged rumors that there might be an alternative reason why, and I don't know. I'm not going to speak on anything of it because I don't know the facts and I don't want to speak out of turn. But they may be doing this because they're kind of blackbarred or blacklisted. If that is the case, that's a whole different conversation. But if this is just a way to expose themselves to new fans with new music and by introducing them to new music, it's a fantastic, as Angus is saying right here, it's an innovative way to perform. I have seen video. They post video on Instagram and stuff. There is video of the cops shutting them down, but also wanting to buy a t-shirt, stuff like that. So they do get shut down. Their show gets shut down. Sometimes they only get off a song or two or a few songs before they get shut down. But it's the combination of the stunt in and of itself, as well as the tenacity and the pragmatic nature of what they're doing that I think really makes them kind of outliers in that kind of way. Hemorrhage have wasted little time in 2022. They've already taken the bus out to crash tourist spots in the city. We pulled up to Pier 39 in front of the Hard Rock Cafe, the band writes. We were starting to build a crowd, and the security guard came up halfway through our set, figured out where the power supply was, and unplugged it. The people got disappointed and started booing him. He called the other security guards on the radio, and they pulled up. But they ended up asking for stickers. So even the security guards were down with the situation. Later that day, we decided to pull up to the bottom of the hill to do a Renegade show after show. But the power went out and blew out our inverter. We went back to our studio. We started testing our power supply and figured out how we could produce a good amount of power without shorting anything. So power becomes an issue in this situation. Our neighbor Mark was showing us different ways to power an entire band, and we were testing every option. This is a science project. We will keep working on it until we figure it out. That's cool, man. I mean, that is really, really cool. I feel like every single band should be doing this, right? Like every single band should be figuring out how to augment something and make this work. I think it's so smart. Bottom line, if you have the means, if you have a vehicle, if you have the ability to do this, you should. You freaking should, man. Biz, I agree. Sometimes you got to do whatever you got to do. Angus says, kind of similar to the Pistols playing in London during the Queen's Jubilee. That's right. They played on the boat. on wheels instead of on a boat. That's right, because the Pistols very famously could not, after the Grundy incident, they could not play out. And remember when we talked about this, go back and watch the episode where we're talking about how Grundy not only blew up the Pistols in a way where like they were, made them internationally well recognized, but it also like crippled and destroyed the band. The band didn't survive the year because of that. So it's a 50-50. Now, the last thing I want to highlight, and this is really cool, man. I discovered this today, and I didn't even think to use this for tonight. And then I said at the last minute, I'm going to. So this is this girl, Melissa Kaz. She goes by MK Melissa, I think, on Twitter. She builds little dioramas of video stores. And currently she's working on a commission for Elijah Wood, the actor. And I am just in awe of this woman and her artistic ability. I just love what she does. I think she is a genius. Take a look. Let's take a look at the dioramas that she's building. The detail. Look at this. Look at the diorama. It's very small, and you go and look at that. Look at that. I was commenting and look at all the VHS boxes. The detail is just so incredible, man. Look, it spins on a Lazy Susan. Look, I assure you we're open, just like Clerks, and No Fate, which is Terminator. Oh, that is just phenomenal. I just love that. I just love that Video Zone. I mean, talk about what a business. And I don't know what she charges to make one of those, the amount of hours involved. I mean, it's hard to charge for, I don't know how you would charge for something like that. You have to, thousands and thousands of dollars, I would imagine. And quite clearly, it's something that she feels very passionate about. Look at that. The Chupa Chugs. Look, Fangoria magazine, Count Chocula cereal. There's an N64. Like, instead of staring out a window, I would just stare into that and just, oh God. I'm in awe. I'm in awe of what look, she made the counter. Please be kind and rewind. Uh-oh. I hear children. I have the washing machine going. I can't tell if that's my son or my daughter wailing upstairs, crying. Look at that surge. Now we're almost done in it here anyway. Look at that. Look, there's the Spectravision. Fright Flicks. Remember that? Remember those cards? High C. I love I love stuff like this. Garbage Pail Kids cards. A VHS, a Wizard, and Elvira. I mean, the level of detail. I bet it's very meditative for her. Look at this. Look at this. Look, Stephen King on the bookshelf. Tales from the Crypt. There's so much going on in this. Oh, I love it. Scary stories. Super Mario 3. There's just so much stuff in here, man. I just love looking at this. Here, I'm going to give you guys her. Here is her TikTok. Okay. Everybody check out her TikTok. Putting this, I salute her. I wish I had the patience. I love doing production design stuff, and in another life, this would be my jam. That is not easy to do, though. Wow. So this is her doing graffiti. Oh, I just love that. I love that. Look at that. They Live. It's a diorama, like a swinging diorama. Just so many. Look at that. She designs it on paper. She's making like the adult section in the back. Oh my God. I mean, that is just so clever, man. That there's just so, I'm in awe. I am in awe. And she has like a healthy TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter content feeds. So it's like it's not only is this her hobby, but it's just like, instantly generates content for her. Oh, is she a genius? Look at that. She puts lights in. I'm just so impressed with her, with her artistic talent. Look at that. Man, you would imagine, I mean, she could probably, she could probably, look there. Look at that. That's Back to the Future part. one, actually. She could be a production designer, man. Like a miniature production designer. Look at that. Look what she does. Oh, is that cool? There's another one. That's something else she did. I just love that. This someone who's watching this as a podcast will not know. So she sketches everything out. Look at that. Look at all the screams. Oh, see, look, she's mass produced these. She's mass produced these shelves. So I guess she's selling them. Oh my God, the craftsmanship, man. Now that's something I would spend disposable income on. Look at the time. The care and the effort that has to go into making that work. She has to stack them in a way that feels organic too. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it. Look, there's stabs at the bottom. Oh, she's smart. Good for her, man. Got Elijah Wood as her clients and stuff. Oh, Out of Darkness. That's the book that Sydney writes in Scream Part 4. Yeah, it's like it's a look at that, the Jiffy Pop. Oh my God, I have to send this to my friend Mark. He will appreciate that. So check her out. Hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Yeah, there we go. Exactly an hour. That's what I like. That's what I like about Night of the Frumess. Night of the Frumess. We'll see you next time. Big shout out again to riotstickers.com. Make sure you enter the contest. Okay. Very importante. Enter the contest. riotstickers.com/win. It's free to sign up. Get shirts like the ones that I just got here. You saw what I got. Ben, you enjoy the rest of your night. Biz, I love that miniature stuff too. So what do we always say on the show? Besides riotstickers.com/win, we say peace, hair grease. And I just have one question left for you. You know what that question is going to be, right? You know what it's going to be. You know what I'm going to say to you, right? You know what I was going to say. You know what I'm going to say? You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, do you know about...
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jeff. So I've decided to make a Patreon. What is Patreon? I don't know how to define a Patreon. Let me look it up. Patreon is a membership platform that makes it very easy for creators to get paid for the things that they're already creating. I want to do it full time. I want this to be my full-time job. In my efforts to make that happen, I've set up this platform. Is it going to work? Is it going to be successful? I don't know, but I would rather try and crash and burn than not try at all. The goal is to create enough passive revenue so that I can continue to do this full-time, uninterrupted. Why? Because I love to do this. I love creating content. I love making videos. I love shooting films. I love doing podcasts. In case you couldn't tell, I love to talk and I never shut the fuck up. So right now I've kept the Patreon incredibly simple. There's 2 tiers, and that may change in the future. The Murdergram is a simple way to extend support for all of the hours and hours of free content on the channel for nothing more than $1. 38 cents goes to Patreon. What's $1.38, eh? It's less than a cup of coffee, but it's a great way that you can show support for very little effort. When you divide that $1.38 by the hours and hours and hours of time spent listening to this endless drivel of content, the dollar cost average works out. Next up is the YouTube Casualty for $6.66. The YouTube Casualty is loaded to the gills. Enjoy the archive ad-free, as well as ad-free early access to special docu-style podcast videos, music reaction commentaries, and the like, a month before they drop on YouTube, loaded with ads, I might add. You're also going to get exclusive content and behind-the-scenes content that is not available on YouTube or anywhere else. So you get to peek behind the veil. And believe me, there's a couple of choice pieces. Most of all, more than anything, whether you join the Patreon or not, I just want to thank each and every one of you that comes to the channel, that watches all the shows, that leaves comments, that participates, that subscribes. That's really the most important thing. This is just trying to find a way to earn a living as an artist. And with that, thank you for my TED Talk. Join the Patreon because we need you!
66 cents.